What's up, you guys? K-Mac here, and I am not in the US at the moment. I don't know if I will have enough time to finish this tonight. I might have to step outside because my beautiful wife, who I love, I'm with her right now. That's why I'm out of the country. Once again, Tophia knows nothing about the struggles of immigration and INS, especially doing it legally, let alone whatever. I'm not going to get into that. She's so ignorant about it. It's unbelievable. But anyway, yeah, she might want to, do stuff with me when I get back. So I'm going to try and get through this. I should have started this like 2 hours ago. I would have been done already. But I watched part of it. Tophia is still crashing out, you guys. Tophia is still crashing out. I know I missed some videos in between, but I did watch them. Especially because, I was like on a plane it was two planes for, like 22 hours total, or like 20 hours total or something. It was like over 30 hours of traveling with a 7 hour layover. And like, all I could really do at the airport was, watch YouTube videos, really, or fuck around on my laptop or something if I wanted to. So, I watched the new Tophia Archive video. Shout out to Tophia Archive as always. You're the best. You do the backbreaking labor. This is 2 fucking hours. There's actually no way I'm gonna finish this tonight. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. No, she'll probably be back before then. I'll either have to pause and like go finish myself like in a different area from where she'll be either working or eating or doing something, or finish it tomorrow. And by the time I finish this shit tomorrow, there's probably going to be a new one. So I might just get as far as I can until I have to leave, and then like post it as a part one, and then if I can, do a part two. So anyway, just letting you guys know that if you care. Shout out to Tophia Archive, shout out to Santoki, shout out to Heinzbug, shout out as always to Vocal the Slugcat. Apparently dude is in a similar part of the world as me. I'm not going to be any more detailed than that, but he's closer to me now than he was when I was in my previous location, which I just find very fascinating. I would not have guessed that about him. I don't guess that about, like most people with, American accents and stuff, from the States. Americans are not very, Tophia talks about wanting to travel all the time and stuff. I bet she's never even crossed the border into Mexico, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of Americans never leave the country. And, there's a good reason for that, because America's enormous. It's essentially the entire northern continent, save Canada and Mexico, but it's, like, the vast majority of it. So we have so many biospheres and, like, different areas of the United States that you can visit without needing to go internationally. Like, you can visit a desert. You can visit some of the craziest mountain ranges that exist. You can visit tropical jungle in the Northwest. You can experience tropical forest in the Northwest. You can experience stuff up in New England and New York like I do. Like there's Florida, the Panhandle, Texas. Like there's so many different places you can go to in the U.S. Dakota. You know what I mean? Like, it's so big that if you want to travel and see different parts of the world and see what other stuff is like, a lot of U.S. citizens will just do that in the United States. And that makes perfect sense to me, because there's a lot to do there. It's fucking huge, and you can just drive, and you can travel between state to state. It's the same, how, like, if you're in the European Union, you can travel and go vacation to other EU countries very easily, because you have freedom of movement that way. United States, we have, unless it's been taken away from you by a judge, I'm getting really deep into this now, but we have freedom of movement. You can go from state to state to state, and they can't stop you from doing that unless you're committing a crime. But, like, you can go from New York to New Jersey, and no one stops you. And you can go from New Jersey to Maryland, and no one can stop you. And you can go from Maryland, you know what I mean? Like, you can go wherever you want. Be it car, walking, whatever. So anyway, let's get started.
I have protection around me. So
oh, and shout out to my fans. Hang on one second. I got some cool people. I went to this video just so I could show them. Shout out to all of you guys for like watching and commenting. Ray D, you were the first one. Some Jing was next, and I think this person might have been watching for a little bit more, but never commented. I'm not positive about that with my analytics because there's so few at the moment. Like, I have a video on this channel. It's just a Sopranos clip. It's got like 500,000 views, so the analytics are like very different when you only have a small amount. So, anyway, shout out to all of you guys. You're really you're another motivation for me still doing this. So, yeah, let's get going before my wife gets back and demands that I stop focusing on some, Neanderthal across the world and actually spend time with her and be a loving husband.
Any way, shape, or form. The only person who's good at
Watching Tophia is not good for loving husband status.
need life insurance first is you. First of all, when I talk about sex, I'm a grown adult. I've never had sex with anyone, so.
That's sad. Why you're 32. 40-year-old virgin coming up, you guys. Is she gonna pull a Chris Chan with Marie? I mean, she claims she's bi, or now she's even claiming she's a lesbian. So whatever,
Subscribe if you enjoy, please.
Oh my god, we didn't start the video. Shit, you guys.
Okay. That's pretty
We
weird.
gotta go through this one
That's
fast.
not weird at all.
I actually have to do this
So
fast.
I was gonna go live, but I did. When did I say I wasn't gonna go live? I never said I was gonna go live.
Do like this
Thank you. I didn't go live yesterday.
here.
Please, as the person who has a profile picture of an anime character, you make that your personality. People that like anime tend to be the most insecure people in life.
Dude, you're a huge anime fan. You go to like Comic-Con and do all that anime shit. What are you talking about?
You're calling someone ugly
Don't you watch like Naruto and all that? Whatever.
when you feel ugly. You should really look at yourself in the mirror.
So like,
Be honest with yourself. You know what?
because I'm not in the U.S. right now, and I'm like really happy that I'm here with someone I love. Like, it's just like I feel like I have less tolerance for her bullshit, but at the same time more tolerance. Like, I don't care because I'm happier as a human being. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I don't care as much about what's going on with her. So I guess
I like
that's the
anime,
best
but
way to
the
say
thing is,
it.
I'm not going around calling people ugly. And if I
You literally,
did,
I'm
it's
gonna be
because
pausing
someone
all the time.
provoked
You
me
do.
because they said
Oh,
it.
I don't go around. I say this all the time. She contradicts herself. The next word, like the next sentence. I don't go around calling people ugly. Well, unless they called me ugly or insulted me first, and then I can do it. But other than that, I don't go around calling people ugly. Tophia, that means you call people ugly. Like, I cannot believe how many times I have to stop her video to explain shit like that. But she always does that. It's so fucking funny to me. She literally will contradict herself. She didn't even finish her sentence. Like,
You really gotta think. Why do people just talk about people's looks straight up unprovoked? What
I don't know,
provoked you to
Tophia,
call me
why
ugly?
do you
I
do
didn't even
that?
say anything about your looks, but I can go there.
you just said something about their looks. You
And considering
literally
the fact
just
that a lot of
finished.
the people that talk about people being ugly are the ones that literally don't even show their face at all.
I have no issues showing my face. I have issues showing more than my face and like more context and that and stuff. Really, I have issues showing my face. Like this account, you can very easily find linked to some of my other stuff just because of the name on it. So like KMac is an online name I've used for a long time. So if you reuse a username enough, you'll be able to find someone and info on them. But
How are you gonna call someone ugly when you don't even have the guts to show your actual
what
face
she's
online?
talking about,
It's
like
weird.
I just I have shown my face and you can find my face out there, but I just don't go around plastic. Like she's talking about she's talking about people not showing her face when all she does is record her face laying down. And it's like, well, no shit, Tophia. Like, you're complaining. You can point out that other people don't show their face because all you do is show your face. I mean, look at this camera angle, you guys. Look at this shot composition. Okay, I studied a lot of film shit at college. I don't have a film degree, but I took pretty much every film class that was offered as electives because I love film. I love everything about it. Red Letter Media is best channel on YouTube, and just look at this terrible shot composition. It's her head, but we're missing part of it. It's like part of this shoulder, and then a fucking blanket. And then the top third has nothing to do with anything. It's a ceiling fan. So,
And then people
it's the
become
CG. It's the CG. So like up here is just like wasted space. So it's like 2/3 of it's just
Don't be a big bully.
ridiculous.
How are you gonna defend people bullying somebody for their look?
Well, because Tophia, you don't look very good, and you're a mean person as well. So. Mean on the inside, ugly on the outside, or ugly on the inside, ugly on the outside. Isn't that how it goes?
Nobody asked. What do you mean I can't go live?
You're right. Nobody asked. They're
Under
trolling
35.
you, and you're giving them the exact. She doesn't understand this. She's giving the trolls exactly what they want. Even Chris Chan realized that after, I mean, it took him like 20 years, 30 years? I don't know, but he got there.
To understand. It's called privacy. Well, does it look like there's anyone here? No, it's just me. I blocked those accounts. Rage baiting is different than calling someone ugly. Calling someone ugly is not rage bait.
It literally is the definition of rage bait if they're calling you ugly and you're going into a rage over it. That's
Rage baiting
literally
is
what
using
rage bait is.
a topic like race to rage bait someone.
No, it's not. You can rage bait. Okay,
I don't share.
okay. She just used. See, this is something crazy that like most people wouldn't point out, but this is what like level. This is why I often ask if she actually has a high school diploma or a GED, right? Because listen to the sentence.
Different than calling someone ugly. Calling someone ugly is not rage bait. Rage baiting is using a topic like race to rage bait someone.
She just used, so she was defining what rage baiting was, and she said rage baiting is using a topic like race to rage bait someone. She used the word in its own definition, and there may be a handful of words in the dictionary that can do that, but it's not very many. You can't define rage baiting by saying rage baiting is when someone rage baits you with race. You didn't define what rage baiting. You never told anyone what rage baiting means. Rage baiting is when someone says anything, including a topic such as race, but it doesn't have to be. It could be your physical appearance, like they're doing right now, and they say it not even necessarily because they believe it, although I do think these people believe it, to be quite honest, but because it provokes an angry reaction out of you. Hence the term rage, the angry reaction out of you, bait, the words that they're saying to provoke that reaction. And Tophia, the reason you're such a great lolcow is because you feed every single fucking troll that comes into your stream. I swear to fucking God, if, like, those little toy trolls needed food to survive, you would single-handedly be keeping their entire species alive on this planet. Like,
I don't share.
unbelievable.
You don't even know where I'm at, so.
And I just realized, like, we're fucking 12 minutes
You don't even
in,
know where
and
I'm at,
it's 2
so.
minutes in the video.
But rage bait is literally a topic to get people to get angry, like
Yeah.
white women trying to make black.
Yeah, a topic like you're ugly. Your looks are a topic, Tophia. When she says
That's
topic, she thinks it's like, oh, a big social topic. No.
Rage baiting is not calling someone ugly.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
That's
is. You're
being a
stupid.
bully. Call it what it is and stop trying to defend being a bully.
No, you're stupid. It's also bullying. Both are bullying. Rage baiting is obviously bullying. Like, what the
My husband nothing to do with rage.
So
Being
stupid.
rage baited. Calling someone ugly is not rage baiting.
Yes, it is.
Again, that's being a bully. If you do not want
It's
to be called a
both.
bully, then don't be a bully.
They're not mutually fucking exclusive. She's so stupid. It's
When is calling someone ugly?
I don't know why I'm getting so
Rage
angry
baiting.
today.
That's not how that works.
Maybe it's because I'm like with my wife, who's like a smart,
Rage baiting
wonderful
has everything to do
person.
with race too, because people use race to rage bait. A lot of white people rage bait black people.
Oh, fuck off with this race shit. I'm not even in America right now, as I pointed out, because my wife can't even fucking come into the country because of the administration we have at the moment, and because of the backlog, because of it and everything. Even though we've done everything legally, everything perfectly right, nothing. You think I'm out there rage baiting people over race, Tophia? I'm not even the same. Like, come on. She's such a fucking racist herself that she assumes all white people are evil devils. Yeah, come say that to me. I'm not even in America. I'm in a country that you would never fucking survive in, bitch. You would never fucking make it where I am. And if Vocal's where I think he is, you would never fucking make it where he is either. So, like, let's fucking be real for a second, Tophia. You lay around in a fucking shelter all day with a blanket on. You would not be able to pull that shit off in the country I'm in right now. You would be on the fucking streets with a cup in front of you and a fucking piece of cardboard, and you don't even speak the fucking language where I am, so it'd be written in English and no one would even know that you were begging for fucking money. So shut the fuck up about this shit. No, not all white people rage bait over race. Yes, racist white people do, just like racist black people do, and racist Hispanic do, but I forgot Tophia thinks that black people can't be racist.
Let me tell you something. White people know not to say the N-word, but they do it anyways. You know?
I legitimately never say the N-word. The only time I ever remember saying the N-word in my life, I was in 5th grade. Okay, I was 10 years old, and I did a project with a friend. We had to like soak an egg in vinegar or something, and he soaked his in red vinegar. Or I soaked mine in red vinegar. One of us did. I don't remember. And my friend said that's an N-word egg. And I said I'd never heard that word before. I was 10 years old. And I said, what does that mean? And he says it means it's black. It's dark. And I was like, oh, okay. I did not realize how bad it was. I was in 5th grade, okay? I remember this so vividly. So I got home later that night, and I said the joke to my mom. I was like, hey, in school today, the egg that I had, because it was red, or whatever, either my egg or my friend's egg, whatever, that's not the point. I said, it was an N-word egg, and my mom said, excuse me? And I said, yeah, it was black. It didn't look like the rest that were in white vinegar. It was a N-word egg. And my mom looked at me, and she sat me down, and she said, do not ever say that word again in your life. It is a hateful word, and I have raised you much better than that to say it. She said, I know you're not... I believe she said this part too, but I was pretty not stupid at that age. But I believe she also said a point that I wouldn't fully understand it at the time because I was a 10-year-old white guy, or white child, white male child, but that I would understand it later. And I never said the word again like that because of the way my mom reacted. Like, I'd never seen... My mom is an English major, and so is my grandma. I grew up learning English. Like, I love writing. That's why I do it. I love doing stuff like this. I wish I wrote the scripts for this. It would be so much better. Oh my god, if I wrote scripts for these, it would actually be really good. But, I grew up with that, and to hear my mom, like, because, I drop F-bombs and stuff at this point, pretty much every swear word under the sun, and she'd say, don't say that, that's a bad word, that's not nice, but I never had her sit me down and look me in the face and say, do not say that word ever again, it's hateful. I've never had her tell me not to say a word, an English major, so it really stuck with me, and I still remember that. I mean, I'm fucking 35, 25 years later. I still remember my mom sitting me down and saying that. So no, Tophia, not all white people say that. In fact, my mom was very, very anti about me saying it. She could not have been more against it. And my dad, we're from New York City. My dad grew up around every ethnicity and race in the world. He grew up in the South Bronx next to Yankee Stadium. White Irish kid, one of 7 kids, I think. Like, dude, he was surrounded by everyone, yeah, there were white neighborhoods and stuff back then, but you went and you worked jobs with people of it. Like, it's so crazy. Like, she thinks all white people are like this. Come to New York, Tophia, and see how the average white person interacts with other people. They interact like it's a human being. And Jesus Christ, you guys, we're only 3 minutes in. I've been talking for 18 minutes.
No, why? Because they love to make black people...
Like, white people, believe it or not, most white people treat black people like they're human beings, Like, I don't treat the people in my wife's country like they're subhuman like some people do. We're all humans, Tophia. Shut the fuck up already about this shit. It doesn't even affect you because all you do is lay in a fucking shelter.
Well, man,
God damn, It's been pissing me off more and more, her saying
white
this
women
shit.
say stuff all the time to black women to provoke black women to get mad. That's rage baiting. Yes, race can be a part of rage baiting.
Oh, now, yes, race can be a part.
There's a lot of things that can be rage baiting, but calling someone ugly is not one of them.
Yes, it is. And you're an idiot. You're raging right now. You are living proof and living talking proof right now that it is rage baiting. So congratulations.
Is not rage baiting. That's bullying. You're making fun of someone's looks. Making fun of people.
The other thing you described where you're doing it because of their race is also bullying. What the fuck are you talking about? That's not bullying? Baiting someone on their race isn't bullying, but doing it because they're ugly is? You fucking idiot.
considering the
God,
fact
I'm
that
pissed at her
when
today.
we're talking about rage, I feel like it's beyond
Holy
angry. And
shit.
right now, I'm mad chilling, so...
You are not
not
mad chilling. You're crashing out like crazy, girl. This is a fucking 2-hour stream.
Enraged. I'm just being truthfully honest.
If Tophia made it, Tophia Archive made a 2-hour stream, you must crash out like crazy.
Nothing I said was...
Yeah, Kick Rock's one of her
Nowhere
favorite
did I sound
things.
angry, so technically they didn't rage bait me.
They
And
literally
that's not
did.
rage baiting, so...
The rage bait doesn't just mean it's not exclusive to you screaming at the camera in a blind rage. It's your response. How do you not get this by now? It's your response. It doesn't matter what level it's at. You fucking responded in an anger. You're giving them exactly what they want, which is why they keep coming back, because you keep... Definition of insanity, you guys, has not changed a single thing. It's amazing.
Trans is not going to make me angry. It's just going to cause you to get blocked. And
Yeah.
people named Luther, I don't even look in the mirror, because if I look like you, I can't even say what I would do if I looked like you. I'm trying.
You're right, Tophia. I don't even know what I would say if I looked like you in the fucking mirror. I think I would say I need a fuckload of plastics. I'm sorry, guys. Again, Vocal calls it the low-hanging fruit, but she's such a fucking bitch hating on other people's looks. Tophia, you look like a fucking caveman. You really do. Everyone says it. I'm just gonna come out and say it in a video. You look like a caveman. You have really sunken eyes. You have a really prominent brow. You're really big. You're fucking... Like, the bottom of your face is also, like, your mouth protrudes like a caveman. Like, it's so funny. You look like the Geico commercial guy.
To be nice.
If you guys have ever remembered the Geico commercial, So Easy a Caveman Can Do, they had this guy dress up like a caveman, and they had one where he had like a caveman wife, and she could pass for that.
I look like you. Well,
Like, she's literally dumping on someone that she can't even see on their appearance, but then expects people to not like bully her about her looks. Like, what a fucking hypocrite.
Have life insurance. That's all I gotta say if I look like you. Trying to be nice, because there's a lot of people.
Also, what would life insurance do? If she's implying that they would kill themselves, Tophia is suicide baiting here, just not for herself. She's taunting others to do it.
People that have PCOS
and she doesn't even know that most insurance doesn't cover that anyway. Tophia's so stupid.
PCOS, one of the symptoms of PCOS is there are women that grow beards because of PCOS. It's a medical condition. Making fun of someone for having a beard is weird.
No, it's not. Making fun of a woman for having a full-grown beard is one of the most normal things ever, and that's why there's been literal freak shows with the bearded lady for like fucking 50 years now. 50 years, 150 years. Jesus Christ. Tophia, yes it is. If I saw a woman with Gandalf's beard, I would laugh. It would be really funny. You would look really funny. And you would get made fun of. You're a fool if you don't believe that. Yes, it is a form of bullying, but you're stupid if you think that it's not what's gonna happen. You're stupid if you think that the average person would look at a woman with a fully grown beard and be like, yeah, that's totally normal. Their beard's a little bit longer than mine. Mine's only about 4 inches. It looks like she's got about 6 inches there. She's clearly been growing it for an extra week over me. What can I do? No, Tophia. Nobody would fucking say that. It's not attractive. I don't know what to tell you.
Saying the fact that women are supposed to have hair. And
yeah, they're supposed to have hair, not a fucking Gandalf beard. What are you talking about? Like, having hair is one thing. Having pubic hair, like, I don't care. Having underarm hair, I don't care. Leg hair, I don't care. Like, those are all beauty standards put on us, which Tophia is going to probably go into that. It's all fucking white beauty standards for fucking magazines. I agree that they are bullshit beauty standards, and the place I'm in specifically has very terrible beauty standards in my opinion. This part of the world, skin whitening is like huge, and I could not agree with that any less. Like, there are so many people here that want to do it, and I think my wife's so beautiful, and everyone here, like, has darker skin than me, and I just, like, I couldn't imagine doing that when you already look amazing. I don't know. Tophia, I don't dislike you for your skin color or think you look bad because of your skin color. It has nothing to do with your skin color. It mainly has to do with how overweight you are in your face. That's really what it has to do with. Like, I'm just being honest, lady. It's your face and your body. You can't have both be in this shape if you want to pick people up. I'm just gonna be honest. When I was when I got clean the last time and I was trying to get a girlfriend, I was going to the gym for a year or two before I even started going out on dates. You gotta take care of yourself before. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of someone else, and you can't care about them. So, whatever. It's just baffling. And I'll admit, the past year or so, I haven't really been exercising. I've been doing push-ups every day, but that's about it. Push-ups and some small curls, or lightweight curls, I'll say. Past year, I went to a driving range the other day with my wife, and I'm so sore. It was 2 days ago. I used to golf when I was younger, so I used every muscle pretty correctly. So I'm kind of sore all over. I'm sorry, guys. I keep going off on these tangents. It's 25 minutes in. We're 5 minutes in. Because she's just talking about
people say, oh, you do stuff for male attention. That's doing stuff for male attention because you just literally do what males do. And you're a woman. That's weird. You're not a feminist. You can't call yourself. You're not a girl's girl because girls do not talk about women.
Did she call herself a girl's girl?
Just like men saying women's armpits have to be shaved, their leg has to be shaved. Other places have
I literally just said the exact opposite of that, so men don't. I just said the exact opposite of that before she even got to that topic, so.
Did you know that
whatever.
There was a trans woman that said that laser hair removal should be...
She's talking about a woman, and her example is a trans woman, someone who takes hormones to alter their body's chemistry. And I'm all for trans rights. Go be who you want to be. I really don't care. Take whatever hormones you want to have whatever operation you want to have. I even think your insurance should pay for it, especially if you have a gender identity disorder. I believe in all that shit, but I also don't make it my identity. I don't like Tophia makes this type of shit her victim identity and her virtue signaling identity. It's just something that the average person doesn't have to deal with, and because of that, it's not a big deal to me. And I don't think we should have laws about it. The percentage of people it impacts is so low. It's just it's just a way to target them and separate them from everyone else, and it's antiquated tribalism, just like racism. But she doesn't understand this shit. Fucking 6 minutes in, she doesn't understand shit.
And I do agree because
God, I have to stop pausing.
I can help that I grow a beard. Do you know how crazy it is that I grow a lot of hair? I shave one day and it's already grown back.
That's how it works for guys too.
There's nothing I can do about it except just live with it. I shave a lot. Trying to make someone insecure over something that...
Tophia, you sound plenty insecure without anyone else saying it, okay?
Because they couldn't figure out why I was growing hair on my neck, and it makes my neck look dark, and sometimes it makes it look like I haven't even washed my neck.
I sometimes will grow 1 or 2 straight hairs on my neck, because I have hair on my upper chest, a tiny little bit on the top of my shoulders. I'm not the hairiest person, but I'm far from, hairless. You know what I mean? I'd say I'm probably pretty right down the center. If Austin Powers is a 10, and a totally hairless dude is a 1, I'm probably a 5. Right down the middle, I'd say. Pretty straight down the middle if we're talking shots. And
men do have beards because actually,
we have to shave our beard.
The early 1900s, when they had the teas and circuses, remember the woman with the...
I already brought up bearded ladies. They use them as freak shows. Tophia, you're trying to bring up a freak show attraction as an excuse for why you should not get made fun of. Are you... This is why I have to pause, you guys. This is crazy. She's about to bring up the bearded woman as an excuse for why you should not make fun of women with beards. The bearded woman, someone who's a sideshow freak, is about to be her example. How is it that I also predict that she's gonna say this shit? I said it before, I'm maybe she'll go there, and fucking she does it every time. So predictable.
She made money.
Yeah, she made money being a freak. It was literally called a freak show, Tophia. Were bearded ladies in freak shows? I misspelled that, sorry. Yes, bearded ladies were from I always pronounce that wrong. Hirsutism. It's excessive facial hair growth. Or hypertrichosis. Or hypertrichosis, werewolf syndrome. So, they were in freak shows. See this quotation here? Freak show? even right here, Wikipedia, the fucking summary you get. Sometimes circus and carnival freak shows presented bearded ladies who are actually women, probably wearing fake beards or whatever.
The bearded lady. There's women that have beards that rock full-grown beard.
As I just showed, some of them were women, but some of them were women with fake beards too.
Women. Who decided what the beauty standard was?
I mean, fashion world, really, which was set kind of by Vogue and Anna Wintour, I guess. Yeah, I actually know who Anna Wintour is, you guys. Okay, I'm from the New York area, alright? I'm not a fucking moron.
Why did we decide women are not allowed to have...
Yes, I'm a 35-year-old guy who knows who Anna Wintour is. I actually think she has a very interesting story. And yes, I've seen The Devil Wears Prada, okay? I'm proud to admit.
Blonde-haired, blue-eyed women. Why do we decide...
I definitely don't think blonde-haired, blue-eyed women are the most beautiful. In fact, I think essentially the opposite of that, considering my wife could not be farther away from blonde hair and blue-eyed. Like, you know, I just don't understand it. Like, once again, she's lumping all white people, everyone but her into this gigantic category of racist pieces of shit.
That... Well, I don't
Sorry,
know
guys, it's gonna be like a 5-part video.
But I do know that it's just weird.
She just admitted she didn't know it, and now she's like, she's like, I don't know if it's true or not, but, you know, I just know it's weird.
The beauty standard is. People have literally broken the beauty standard. The lizard man got his whole body tattooed in scales. The guy that had...
He didn't break the beauty standard. He was... Tophia, these are people that were at freak shows. I'm sorry I yelled, you guys. She's bringing up freak show attractions as evidence for not bullying a woman with a beard. They were literally mocked for money, Tophia. Are you... Dude, the lizard man, and I know exactly who the fuck she's talking about, he was a fucking circus performer his whole life. His family was all fucking circus performers. That was his whole fucking gimmick. Like, not a freak show, but the modern day, like, equivalent of, like, a circus where you'll see that type of shit. Unbelievable. She doesn't understand this. Yeah, he's got fucking, they're called implants. I think they're gross, that type of shit, you know, but there's also one, I bet Tophia doesn't know who fucking Stalking Tiger was. You guys want to know who fucking Stalking Tiger was? You want to know what hardcore fucking body mod looks like? And you want to know what really being, like, not trans, but not comfortable in your body and wanting to change it looks like? Let's take a look at Stalking Tiger. I've known about Stalking Tiger for probably 10 or 15 years. Stalking Cat. I'm so sorry I said Stalking Tiger, but it's because they look like a tiger. You'll see in a second. Stalking Cat. This is Stalking Cat. This was Stalking Cat. They died at 52. They were very depressed. I believe they killed themselves. Something Tophia would relate to, right? Because she's just tried so hard. This is what body modification looks like when you are truly not happy with who you are and what you look like. It's not like a hair job, like you dye your hair and have a new look, you know? This is what not being comfortable in your skin looks like. She's talking about the fucking lizard man. Come take a look at Stalking Cat, okay? He not only did all the body mods up here, like she's talking about, the horns, like the lizard man did up here. Sorry, the mouse keeps disappearing, and it shrank for some reason. But he also did it here, all over his lips. And he had his teeth surgically altered. And I can't remember if these are dentures or if they did something else to it or, like, caps on top of it. But this shit was not cheap. And he's got tattoos. He or she. I think they were, like, they, them. I try and be as respectful as possible for whatever I want. 14 surgical modifications. And they died, they died in their garage with a gun on the floor. You know? And people think it was a S-word. I guess I already said the word, so. Yeah, so the lizard man, Tophia, yeah, I know who the fucking lizard... Sorry, guys, we're at 33 minutes, and we're like 6 minutes into her video. I'm so sorry. But it's like, she knows nothing. Like, how has she never heard of this person? But she's ranting about body modifications, lizard man. Like, can't even take it... You couldn't even Google it? Like,
coming out of the
so
skin.
fucking lazy.
Who sits here and is just like, I'm just going to nitpick on what people have. It's crazy. I will shave crazy. And the next day, the hair on my face is already growing back.
That's
and
gross.
there's nothing I can do about it because the only way to do something about it is laser hair removal, which means when you get that, it stops it at the root so it doesn't go back. I don't have any waxing kits. I can't afford that.
Wow, Tophia, if you had a job, you might be able to afford laser hair removal on your face. Just a thought. My wife, I think, did
I
it.
shave a lot, and I use
like a spot on her eyebrow. It's just like a tiny spot, like on her eyebrow or something. I don't know, like a really small spot where she just like the hair was it would like bother her, And she told me about it. Doesn't sound very pleasant, but if I grew a beard every day as a woman, I think I would go into debt. I'm just being real. Like in modern society or even old society, like yes, like we are still in like this type of like more male dominated society where women are expected to look a certain way. But at the same time, if I was a guy with fucked up front teeth, I would also go into debt because that's another thing that like someone looks at you and they're just like, damn, like.
the eyebrow shape.
They just look at you and they're like, damn, man, like, your teeth are all messed up. Or like, damn, Tophia, you look like a fucking Neanderthal, It's just it's like a visceral reaction.
Shaver,
like I look at Stalking Cat and I'm like, damn, that dude really wants to be a fucking tiger really bad,
razor, that just makes the hair grow back a lot faster.
Okay, so her solution is to do nothing, as always. Her solution is to be lazy and do nothing.
A lot. And for me, sometimes I'm tired. I don't want to keep shaving and shaving. And I know that there's...
Yeah, neither do us guys, at least the ones of us that can... my beard grows pretty quick, so it does get really annoying. Like, right now, I need to trim my mustache part area, because it's, like, getting into my mouth.
On TikTok, they have these laser hair removal that you can do at home.
Tophia, the last thing you should ever do is buy a laser and use it in your house. I don't give a fuck if it's a laser pointer. Don't even use the word laser and buy in the same sentence, okay? Don't ever buy a laser. Don't ever do it. Don't do at-home laser treatments. You have no fucking idea what you're doing. Are you a fucking laser technician? Are you a medical technician who does laser hair removal? Or are you someone who's going to watch a 15-second video on TikTok of someone using a laser on their skin that's probably AI? Are you out of your fucking mind? This is like the people that mixed fucking... Like the South Park episode where they were fucking like Kyle and them were like their own compound pharmacy making like... what are they? Like L-glutamine drugs or what? Like GLP-1 drugs and shit, so...
I don't have money for that. You got money for that? I don't have the shit.
I do have money for that, actually, if I needed it. Yeah. I do. So...
Shave every day because I'm
Unfortunately for me, I'm a guy, so I don't have to shave.
tired. I'm exhausted. I don't need to
laser
shave
hair
for
on my
what?
face.
Someone likes me for who I am. Why do I have to shave just because you don't like it?
Yeah, why would you want to shave and be attractive to the opposite gender and maybe find a mate when you can just walk around looking like a fat Neanderthal with a beard? I mean, literally the Geico cave woman. I know I'm being mean and picking on her looks, but she was being so mean to someone earlier about their looks and, like, pretending like it was all there. Like, she's such a fucking hypocrite.
Hey, fuck what you like. I don't give a fuck what you like.
You clearly do, because you
It's not
just
about
spent...
what you like.
God, I keep
I
pausing,
can
guys.
go to
I'm
your
so
page right now
sorry.
and
This
pick
is going to be, like,
something about you
multiple
that I don't
times.
like and tell you need to change that. That would be very rude.
Well, if it's something I actually needed to change, no, it wouldn't be rude. I mean, you might say it in a rude way. Yeah, that could be rude, the way you say it. Like for example, if I said, Tophia, you are unconventionally attractive, that's different than saying, Tophia, you're a fat Neanderthal, But you're picking on other people for their looks and just pretending like you're not. It's like, oh, your parents should get life insurance on you, or your parents, if they had a kid like you, they would have fucking thrown him away because you're so ugly. She said that shit like fucking... I mean, we're only 9 minutes in. She already said that she said that shit less than 5 minutes ago.
I don't bully people.
You're one of the biggest fucking bullies ever, both physically and metaphorically. You're such a bully. You're a horrible human being. You're a huge bully. And you're really mean about it, too. Like, you're not just you're not just a bully, Like, you're exceedingly nasty and venomous when you do it.
Start picking apart their looks and this and that. A lot of the celebrities, if you were to see them without makeup, you would be shocked.
No, I wouldn't. I know exactly that they wouldn't look the same. Yeah, no celebrity looks the same without makeup. Tophia, everyone knows this. Everyone's seen the fucking pictures, celebrity before and after makeup. Everyone knows it. Most human beings don't wake up looking like a 10 out of 10. Even fucking movie stars have to go through makeup, have to go through fucking wardrobe, all that shit. No shit. Are you out of your mind? Dude, Tom Cruise in the fucking Mission Impossible movies, they were giving him like CGI abs.
A lot of people feel like they have to keep themselves a certain way. Why do you need to get all these plastic surgeries and all these Botox?
This right here is just her projecting and being jealous. She would love plastic surgery. I guarantee it. There's many things she would like to fix about herself because she's so unhappy with herself and always talking about how happy. She's always bragging. Oh, no, I'm so happy with myself. You're so wrong. Like, you're just bullying me, blah, blah, blah. But I've never really heard her say she's happy with herself for the way she looks. Just that she's pissed that they don't offer, like, triple XL as free samples and that you shouldn't bully her for being morbidly obese.
Talks and lip fillers, and they make themselves a certain way. People looked better before their plastic surgeries, and
I agree with that.
They look horrible
I agree
after.
With that. Not everyone. That's not true. Not everyone. And there's also once again, Tophia can't even fully think through something. So there are people who get plastic surgery not out of vanity, but maybe because they were in some sort of accident. Maybe they got a burn on their face, Tophia, and the plastic surgery is to graft some skin over that so they no longer look like they have half of their face burned, But what would she know about that?
With their plastic surgery?
She thinks plastic surgery is only to make people look younger and better. She doesn't realize that it has any other fucking use other than that. Because she's so fucking ignorant. If there's one defining trait of Tophia, it's her astounding ignorance. It's almost unbelievable.
When they were younger, people turned to plastic surgery because they got bullied. Oh,
God damn, I'm sorry. 40 minutes, you guys. I'm fucking
that got plastic surgery for being bullied. We all know who that was, Michael Jackson. In the movie Michael, his dad would make fun of him and call him Big Nose. And the media nitpicked. Oh, he felt like his acne. That was an insecurity.
Listen, Michael Jackson had way more problems than being insecure about his looks, okay? It wasn't just his looks. It was way more than that. Dude had an absolutely terrible childhood. His dad's fucking evil. If you've ever seen the Louis Theroux documentary where he wanted to meet Michael Jackson, but instead Amir Bashir did it and did that fucking sandbagging interview to Michael Jackson, which Michael Jackson claimed like destroyed him. I wonder if that was in the movie, because I haven't seen the movie, or if Tophia knows anything about that. But like, he invited Martin Bashir. A bunch of journalists were competing to be the one to do it. Louis Theroux wanted to do it, and Martin Bashir did it. And like the whole time he pretended like he was Michael's friend, like he understood where he was coming from and all this shit. And then he actually put out the fucking segments and shit and the special, and it just it was edited to be essentially the total opposite. Martin Bashir totally took advantage of Michael Jackson and his kindness and what he was doing, and it totally destroyed Michael Jackson in a lot of ways, and it made him never want to speak to any media people again. But what the fuck would she know about that, right? Yeah, me, a 35 middle-aged white dude, knows that story. What the fuck do you know about it?
Of his acne, and then became his nose. His dad called him Big Nose, and because of that, he turned to plastic surgery. So much plastic surgery, his nose started caving in, and I'm pretty sure he could barely breathe. That meant that much nose jobs, and his nose...
Okay, it did alter... He obviously could do more. If you can... Okay, I have really bad asthma. I have actually been to the point where I can barely breathe, really bad. Like, the worst asthma attack I ever had, I ended up in the medical ICU unit for 3 days. And when I got to the hospital, my oxygen levels were like 70, maybe below it. For reference, like anything below like anything like 90 is like you need to go to the emergency, like either the ER or urgent care immediately. Anything below 90 is like a serious medical emergency, just to give you guys an idea. So he could breathe fine. It just changed the way he could hit notes, but he was still capable of singing a lot of those notes.
The septum was deviated pretty badly.
A deviated septum has nothing to do with plastic surgery unless they fuck your septum up from the plastic surgery. But they would fix it. Fixing a deviated septum is like one of the most common surgeries ever. I think I have a deviated septum. I should probably get it looked up. I'm sorry, you guys. This is
with the amount of nose jobs that he got done.
Drank a little beer. I had a beer before I started this.
Who make people feel insecure. That's why a lot of women get gigantic boobs. For me, I've never understood having beanbag-sized boobs. Whatever people do with their money is on them. I'm not gonna bash people.
You just spent last 3 or 4 minutes bashing on people that can afford to do it because you can't, saying, "Oh, why do women have to do X, Y, and Z?" Well, because it makes them look better and feel better about themselves. Same reason you shave your fucking beard, Santa Claus. Like, I don't know what else to say to you. How do you not get it?
But that one girl that had, I don't know if it was 3 boobs or 2, and one of them...
3 boobs. She's talking about she thinks the lady from Total Recall is real. Maybe there is a woman who was born with 3 boobs. Doubt it looks the way that she thinks it does, like Total Recall, okay? And if I'm wrong about that, someone leave that shit in the comments, and I'm going to look at it just for science reasons.
Loaded, she got infected. Someone showed actual saline implants, and when her saline implants were taken out, it was mold. She had molded implants inside her body.
Where did she get it done?
Oh, took her BBL out.
Where did they get it done?
Had that removed. A lot of these surgeries are damaging your body.
Where? If you're going to South America and getting it done for $500, yeah. If you're going to a U.S. plastic surgeon paying $5,000, he's probably not going to fuck it up that bad, Tophia. You're probably not getting moldy implants in the United States. Our medical systems are pretty good about preventing us from putting bacteria and fungal and mold and disease-covered things inside of people. We've gotten pretty good at that at this point in humanity's
And it's not even
history.
about people saying, hey, having an issue and trying to tell people.
Now, if you're going to India or Argentina to get this shit done for $200, yeah.
Breast is damaging your body, especially if it's
How's
not
it damaging
natural.
your body?
And especially when that busted inside of her, all that fluid went everywhere.
Wait, it busted inside of her now, or you just said they took them out and they were covered in mold? Did they take out like the empty sacks? Like, what are you talking? What are you talking about? You made it sound like they removed them. Whatever, fuck off.
So now she's probably going to have to suffer with unknown whatever comes up that she doesn't know is going to come up because of an infection.
Now she's going to have to suffer from unknown whatever comes up, you guys. That's a really scary thing. Unknown whatever comes up. I'm always terrified of unknown whatever comes up. It's a really scary thing.
Shaming for having implants is not misogynistic.
Yes, it is. You're actively shaming these women, but somehow it's not misogynistic or anti-women when you do it. Like, oh yeah, I'm such a fucking feminist, you guys. Fuck all those women with breast implants, though. They're fucking losers.
In plastic surgery, a lot of people get plastic surgery for men. It is misogyny pushes people to plastic.
That is definitely true in some instances, but the vast majority of people that get plastic surgery, and I would bet money that this is true and that there's a study that backs it up, the vast majority of people that do it for themselves. In fact, most people don't even they do it with the intention of trying to improve something about themselves to attract someone else. So, yeah, I'd say most people that do it are happy with it. Some people are so happy with it, they get it done a second time. They do something else. They want something else to be changed. It only really becomes a problem when you start, like, look maxing or whatever the fuck the kids call it today. When you start, like, becoming addicted to surgery. That like, stalking cat. We saw what stalking cat looked like, you guys. It's just not what a normal person looks like with all those metal implants and, like injections of oil and stuff to make certain things look fat. You know, it's like synthol, like all those people whose fucking muscles blow up from it. It's disgusting.
Surgery. So saying that someone, making fun of someone I'm not even making fun of someone.
You were
talking about plastic surgery and you say I'm not shaming people. Actually, that's the opposite because...
No, they said, okay, so once again, Tophia can't speak. They didn't say you were not shaming people. They said you were shaming.
For women to get that big of boobs, it's for the attention.
That is so wrong. I don't even know what to say. Why don't you go talk to a woman who got it done and see if she got it done because she wanted it, made her feel better, or just to attract more men? Which, I mean, unless her point is to just get laid for the rest of her life, even once she becomes a grandma and never get married or anything, once again, if you get married, it ends up being for one person. You didn't do it for everyone. You did it for you. Most people don't change their appearance for other people. Like, how do you not get this? I guess it's because she does, because she's such a fucking kiss ass and a suck up and has no one in her fucking life that she's a fucking, like, social chameleon that probably just adapts to whatever the person she is around does.
Call it for what it is, right?
Oh my god, you guys, this is an hour long. I've done 50, I'm gonna get to 15 minutes of this and cut it into a part. I'm so sorry, you guys. Like,
people being like, "Oh my god!"
I've had so much to say about this. This is crazy.
A good reaction. They feed off of that
because
attention.
it's like so many small chapters too. That's why it's so many different topics.
Because they want that attention.
This is this is what I talk about when I say she has like pressured speech and like very big signs of either schizophrenia or some sort of schizoaffective or schizotype of disorder. Speech is so well. You know what? I have it sped up right now, so I won't accuse her of that right now. But like, in terms of pressured speech, like, she won't even finish a thought. Sometimes she'll move on. She rambles. She has word salad. You know, like, it's just.
And the girl who literally made herself look like a real life Barbie doll. There is, you can't lie. If I wanted to get bigger boobs than what I have, it's some people, and I'm talking about the really extreme. I'm not talking about going up.
Did you just say you wanted it too? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Tophia. The one thing you kind of got going for you is your chesticles. So.
A few sizes because you want bigger boobs because you feel like yours are too small. I'm talking about the ones that go to the extreme and they get ones that look like beanbag size. And you.
Beanbags are actually quite small. You mean beanbag chair?
You know what I'm talking about.
Beanbags are really small. They're like smaller than you, and you throw them in games like cornhole and beanbag toss. You know, they're small.
Talking about those overly gigantic ones. I'm not talking about someone that just feels like they want a little bit bigger boobs. No. I'm not talking about those people that want attention. I'm talking about the ones that make their body look abnormal. You know what I mean? That one girl that had the big boobs and one of them busted. If you're walking around with these shirts, right, and two pop shirts, mind you, and you're walking around with these gigantic boobs out in front of you, you can't just negate the fact that that's not for attention. That's literally for attention.
Not necessarily. Some people do it because it makes them feel better about themselves. Hang on one second. Sorry, guys. I had to speak to my lovely, lovely wife about something we might be doing later.
And the shirts that they're wearing.
And I would speak to her 100 times out of 100 before I watch more Tophia fucking shit. So.
People, and I'm not saying all people that alter their bodies. People.
All of a sudden it's not all people, right? Because Tophia wants to alter her body. Suddenly it's crystal clear, right, you guys? Tophia just said there's something she wanted to alter about her. So for some people it's okay. For her it would be okay, obviously. Because all she'd be doing was getting rid of beard hair, you know? By the way, Tophia, that's body modification and laser hair removal, just so you're aware. That's like on the same level as plastic surgery. It kind of is a form of plastic surgery because you're changing your appearance, so you're just not doing it through surgery. So I guess it's more plastic laser treatment. Like, I don't know, a laser treatment. I don't know what else you call it.
A crazy reaction of people. Some people do it for the reaction. They, whoa. And I know some people that didn't split their tongue for attention, but people that have, because it's cool. You don't see people walking around every day with a
people that split their tongue, more than one, who didn't do it for attention. You know, this whole time I've been defending people that get plastic surgery and stuff, that they're not doing it for attention, and that they're doing it because it makes them feel better inside. But all of a sudden I question myself when Tophia says that she knows multiple people with forked tongues. The way she just spoke, it implied that she knew at least 2 people with forked tongues who didn't do it for attention, and 1 person who did at minimum. That's what she just sounded like she was saying. Obviously, that's insane. There's no way Tophia knows 3 people with forked tongues. I just don't believe it. So
you don't see people walking around every day with corn coming out of their skin. You don't see people walking around every day with these abnormal. They alter the heck out of their bodies.
Right. So is that wrong or okay? Because you seem to be saying both. Like, you seem to be saying. Well, again, she just summed it up. She said it's okay for okay for me, but not for thee. It's okay for some people, not others. She literally just said.
Especially with a butt that is so big.
This is what I get for drinking a beer before watching Tophia. I get more and more pissed off at her.
It's abnormally big. You know what I mean? Who wants to walk around with a butt that big that you can barely fit anywhere? No, and especially women that have naturally big butts like that, they can tell you the issues they have to face or the issues they have to go through.
Yeah, Tophia, tell me about your issues with your ginormous ass fitting into seats. Tophia, thinks that she has like a big booty that guys are interested in. And you know what? There are some guys out there interested in it, but guys like me, and I'm more of that guy than the upper part guy, you know? I love that part a lot more. Tophia, you do not got that going for you, okay? We just got to clear that up right now. You do not have anything close to a big booty butt or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Don't even say it, girl. Don't even say it.
Why would anyone want those problems? There's a girl, Gracie. I forget her name. Anyway.
There's a girl, Gracie. I forget. This is why my video's an hour long. And I'm 15 minutes in. There's a girl, Gracie. I don't know her name. I think her name might be Gracie. Or are you saying that you were wrong? Like, am I having a stroke? I'm 15 minutes in. This is a 2-hour video. Tophia Archive, what is going on? What did you do to me? What did you do to me? Why do you hate me so much, Tophia Archive? What is going on? Why do you do this to me? When I finally get around to doing the video, it's a 2-hour one. I'm a fucking hour into my commentary, and I'm 15 minutes into a fucking 2-hour video. This is insane. There's already been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're on chapter 6.
She has lymphedema, but people believe she got surgery to make her butt look that big. Lymphedema is a disease that, what is it, your nerve?
She has no idea what lymphedema is. It's when you have a swollen. Whatever.
I'm trying to think what it is. It's like...
Yeah, why Google it, Tophia? You only have a smartphone with the access to the world's collective knowledge.
Your nerve veins or something.
Let's look up what lymphedema is, because I'm pretty sure it's just a gigantic swollen part of your body that's like swollen past the area of your skin, almost like a outgrowth of it. Like fat people get it, right? Am I wrong? I did not spell that right, I know that. Yeah, buildup of lymph fluid. Like, what are you talking about? It has to do with your nerves. It's your lymphatic system. That's why it's called lymphedema. Lymphatic system, you know, like your lymph nodes and shit like that. That's what this is. That's why you see people on My 600-Pound Life have terrible lymphedema, because they get huge fluid buildup in certain parts of their body, either from not being able to move correctly or just naturally as an occurrence of them getting bigger. She's no idea. Like, this is another thing. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not even, I keep stopping, but this is something else that pisses me off about her so bad. She's sitting in front of a phone, right? I'm pretty sure she probably even has more than one phone. Like, an older one that, like, you know, that doesn't have a SIM card or whatever, but that she can use. And we know she has a tablet, right? We fucking know she has a tablet, unless she already lost it or sold it for, like, crack or something like that. No, Tophia wouldn't sell it for crack. She'd sell it for McDonald's. But anyway, we already know that she might have a tablet, right? Why not fucking look? Why not say, hey, you know what? I know something about lymphedema. Let me look it up and see what it is, and then I can actually talk about it. Why do that? Why bother doing that when you can just say, oh, lymphedema is some nerve disease, when it is not at all?
Her body swells in one area bigger than the other. So, like, Wendy Williams, she has lymphedema in her legs. That's why her legs look swollen like that, because of lymphedema. For Gracie, it's her butt, and whatever surrounding areas around that is lymphedema. Right. But people think that she got the surgery for a bigger butt for attention, which...
So what's the point of this?
It's not true. Sometimes we have to really be careful.
You're saying that people get the surgery for attention. You're saying that she has the same appearance as someone that got it, so people think that she got it for attention, but she never got it. So none of that is relevant. What she just spent the last 5... Like, it doesn't even matter. She didn't get it done. What are you talking about? She didn't get the surgery that you've been talking about, lady.
Well,
oh my god, I gotta get... fuck!
Sitting here nitpicking someone's body and then saying, we want real bodies or support real bodies, but then when it comes to the real bodies, you're body shaming them, and then people alter their body. And a lot of these people have been bullied. A lot of these people that get plastic surgery were bullied.
This is her projecting because she wants plastic surgery. She wants the fucking easy way out. She wants liposuction. She wants fucking Wegovy or whatever the fucking thing is called now, Mounjaro, I don't Ozempic, whatever, you know. She wants fucking laser hair removal on her face. She wants fucking facial reconstruction. She wants to make her face look totally different. She wants to get rid of that fucking big brow. She wants to get rid of that fucking enormous shit she's got all over her. She wants fucking tummy tuck. She wants fucking liposuction. She wants her fucking stomach stapled. She wants all this shit. She just won't fucking admit it under the guise of being body positive. She's such a fucking lying hypocrite. It's unbelievable. You should have already admitted earlier that she would have done some of these things.
My burning brother.
So
That's not
fucking
even your
full
real
of it.
profile picture. I was gonna say something, but I know it's not your real profile picture, Maria. Because if you put your real profile picture, it probably matches next to Jabba the Hutt. You can't even show your real face.
Tophia, I refer you to Tophia Archive's upper right-hand corner photo of you, where you look like Jabba the Hutt.
You troll with someone else's face. Maybe you don't show your face because your parents are ashamed of you.
Bitch, I'll show you my face any day of the week. Bring it.
Right? People
Get
have
at
bullied
me,
to
bro.
the point where
You
don't
you
wanna
can
show
see.
your face.
Listen, Tophia, you find this
And you're talking
video.
about my burning brother.
Shoot me a fucking message. Put a post on it. Leave a comment. I'll show you my fucking face in 2 seconds. And you could try and call me ugly. Again, I know I'm no fucking Brad Pitt, but I am very confident in my body and what I look like. So, you know, say I'm maybe like a 6. You know, like slightly above average, maybe. Just because of my height, weight proportion, and my facial hair. You know, otherwise I'm a pretty average looking white dude. I mean, you know, most people are. Most people are pretty average looking. You know, movie stars are probably like the billionaires and the trillionaires are like the top 0.01%. So are movie stars. They're like the most beautiful people in the world, at least with makeup on. So. Also, what I think is good looking is very different from what other people might think is good looking. So.
What, do you want a 12-piece or do you want a 32-piece? That's what they was asking me. Let's get that one pack.
So.
What pack you be smoking? Your whole family be passing that pack around. Like, corny? Oh, no, corny. So, Chris, did you know that when people are cremated, people's residues, so my brother's ashes is mixed with someone else because they can't...
That's not true. I read a comment. Is it in here? There's someone here who talked about... Okay, either on this video or the last one, there was someone who works at a funeral home who left a comment saying that funeral homes are actually really, really, really careful about getting the person's remains out, and they're very careful to make sure not to mix it with ash and anything else. Like, they clean the shit out of that thing before they put a new person in there. And it's obviously pretty easy to do that since it's a gigantic oven that burns at like 1200 degrees Celsius. So, you know, they clean the shit out of that thing before they put a new person in it. So this is all bullshit. What she's saying and what she's being told now is bullshit. She's getting trolled.
100% clean. Were they cremate people?
Obviously, it's not going to be 100% clean. You can't guarantee that every single fucking thing in there is a remains of your brother. Especially because it doesn't... Your brother went from weighing 200 pounds to weighing whatever an urn weighs, you know? Like, obviously, huge amounts of mass were burned away, right? Tophia won't understand that because matter can neither be created nor destroyed. So what happened was it was burned away. It was lit on fire, it oxidized, turned into something else. And then the leftover, that's the remains, the ashes left over. I'm going to say ashes, but the ashes she's talking about are like ashes from like a barbecue is what she thinks is in there. No one grills meat in there, Tophia. All they do is cremate people. So the ashes in there are not like ashes from random carbon deposits. Actually, you might get a little bit of that, but again, the funeral home person was very adamant that they are very good about doing that and not giving people a bunch of mixed up garbage, because that'd be really, really, really insulting and really, really, really cheap and really, really immoral and gross. And most funeral homes, if people knew about that, wouldn't stay in business for 5 seconds. And it's probably not legal either to give someone else's remains, because that in and of itself might be a crime. Like illegal transport of human remains or like desecration of a human body. Like there's crimes like that. So I just don't believe that. I believe the person that left like Tophia's a pathological liar, and she's just like responding to what some moron in like a Instagram or TikTok chat wrote. I 100% believe that funeral home worker. If it's not on this video, it's on the last
They can't
one.
100% clean people, but so my brother.
No, but they said they get about 95 to 98%, which is really, really high.
My mom's wishes and bury my brother. But people say you could just spread the ashes.
It's been a whole year she's been trying to fulfill her mom's wishes. All her mom wants is her brother buried. That's the only thing Tophia has to do. She's had one whole year to do it. Maybe more at this point, a year and 3 months.
I don't want to carry him around in a necklace. I'd be carrying somebody else around. I don't want to have him with me.
Who? You literally always lament how you have no friends and no one in your life. Who the fuck are you going to carry around?
I'm carrying somebody else around. I'm carrying pieces of somebody else's loved one. Mixed in with my brother. That's not even a joke.
Oh, she just thinks
they really can't 100% clean after they cremated it.
They really can. It's not that hard. It's not a fucking barbecue, Tophia. Okay, do I need to explain this to people? You light the body on fire. You coat it with whatever. It lights on fire. It oxidizes, right? That's what burning is. It's an oxidation reaction. So what's left over is the remains, the ashes. Now, the only ashes that will be there are from the dead body because they weren't grilling fucking hamburgers and hot dogs at the same time as cremating him. There's nothing else there to be turned into ash. So unless you're implying that they intentionally do not clean that chamber before putting a new body into it, this is total fucking nonsense and it's all just in your head. And
loved one is mixed with something else. You know, it's not lies. Look it up. Even a mortician will tell you.
I did, and a mortician said the exact opposite of that. So
a literal mortician made a video talking about that.
I don't believe you.
I saw a video. It's
don't
a literal
believe you.
mortician.
Show me the... You always have the receipts. Drop one fucking receipt. Put one fucking link in your chat. One time. Just one time. Open a new tab. Google, mortician says that you get other people's remains. Find that fucking video and show me. Because I don't believe you. You're a fucking pathological liar. I'm really getting pissed at you today. And I'm mostly just pissed at myself because I'm 20 minutes in and this video is over an hour long. And I hate myself. Because I have fucking almost... I'm like, what, 10% into this? 120, I'm 20 minutes. I'm 1/6 of the way. Jesus Christ.
But death to me is scary.
At that rate, this will be a fucking 6-hour video, you guys. I can't do that to you. I will have to break this into part 1 and part 2. I'm going to have to speed up a lot and stop pausing because this is crazy.
Never wake up. And here's this thing that people are telling you about heaven. What if heaven is not real? What if you die? And heaven is just a placeholder so you're not afraid of dying. They just tell you heaven exists.
Wow, you finally thought that all up on your own, Tophia, at age 34? You finally thought that heaven might not be real? Are you guys, this is why I hate that I have to keep pausing, but is she for real? There's no way this chick has a GED or a high school education. There's no way. There's no way. If she does, she was a fucking No Child Left Behind. There's no fucking way. And I don't believe for 2 fucking seconds she took college classes. I'm convinced, based on what she said, that she took high school classes at a college. Because she said when she failed them, she got kicked out of high school. You don't get kicked out of high school for failing college classes, Tophia. So she's fucking God, I'm so fucking pissed at her right now. I don't know why.
So you don't be afraid of dying. You're gonna go to this wonderful place, but once you die, what if your world just goes black? I think that's what happens when you die. Everything just goes...
So, okay. So everything is black, so you're just gonna be in black nothingness forever? I actually think that's very possible too, but that's your grand idea that's your grand thought that you came up with all on your own. I don't even believe that. I think Tophia probably heard that somewhere too, because she's so fucking... Can never tell if she's a Christian, anti-Christian, can never tell if she's fucking pro anything or anti-anything. She flip-flops on a fucking... she will do a 180 spin on a dime if it suits her and her channel. It's unbelievable.
Black. And that's it. Lights are out. Especially when you die. For some people, I don't know what some instances are, how the person is dying, but I think for 10 seconds your brain is working and then it stops. So you're dead.
Okay, no. You could maybe test this if you hooked a dying person up to a functional MRI, which should sort of be very difficult because they're dying, and you're trying to keep them alive, and they have like IVs and shit in them, and they generally don't have plastic ones. I mean, I guess they might have non-ferromagnetic ones, but an MRI even generates a magnet strong enough to attract to affect paramagnetism, diamagnetism too, not just ferromagnetism. So, like, what the fuck?
You have no movement whatsoever except your brain and your eyes. You have function for 10 seconds, but you can't move.
How would you know? No one can know that because the person's dead. This is just like, this is what I'm talking about. She doesn't even think about it or Google it. How would anyone know that? They can know, if you're arguing all they can do is move their eyes and think, they can't communicate that with anyone. Also, no one moves their fucking eyes after they're dead. That's such... Yeah, like, did your brother was your brother like his eyes were darting all around, like, while he was dead on the ground, you know, like, he was just pretending? Fucking idiot. Idiots. Stupid moron. Stupid asshole. Stupid asshole.
Think about it, we're all gonna die. We don't live forever. Nobody can live forever. There's this guy that is actively paying loads of money to live forever.
For the record, a few videos ago, Tophia said that she thinks she's gonna live to be 100 years old.
Ever. I don't think no amount of money is gonna save you from living forever. I don't. You could put all kinds of money.
You wouldn't want to be saved from living forever. You would want to live forever. You would want to be saved from dying. God, learn how to speak fucking English.
Forever. I think you die. I think we all are going to die. It doesn't matter how much money you put into trying to live forever. You cannot live forever. Talking about this, what is it, chrono? Freezing your body. They claim Walt Disney is frozen under...
Called cryogenics.
Or wherever it's at. Yeah, Disney.
Why Google, once again, why Google it? Why search the humanity's collective knowledge where you can just guess and make shit up, you know? And she fucking hates Trump voters. She hates MAGA. She hates all that shit. She talks about it nonstop. Those are the people that just make shit up without any fucking evidence. They don't read white papers. They don't read medical journals. They don't know how to fucking read an engineering report. They don't know any of that shit. So they just fucking make it up. And that's what you're doing right now. You can't even take the time to fucking Google what lymphedema was and see that it has nothing to do with your nerves. It has to do with your fucking lymph system. It's even in the name. Oh, God, I'm getting pissed. I'm sorry, guys. This one's rough for me. Jesus fuck.
So they're mad because they found
What a great title, Tophia Archive. This is her stock. She's a fucking weirdo, man.
And for me, I don't understand why people is defending the fact that they called me a dirty N-word. And I'm not going to repeat it because that's a horrible thing to say. And then they got mad at me because I posted that, but you're being racist and prejudiced and ableist, and you thought you was going to get away with that.
How is saying the N-word ableist? First of all, prejudice is not racism. Well, okay. All racism is a form of prejudice. Not all prejudice is racism. So let's just clear that out of the way. So prejudice, yes, a type of prejudice. Specifically racism. You mentioned them both in the same sentence. You could have just said racism. But calling someone the N-word is now ableist? Are you implying... See, this is why Tophia is actually a racist herself. She thinks black people or people of color can't be racist, even though it's even questionable whether she's black or not. That's a fucking super racist thing to say.
So now they're mad because I posted that, but you're being racist and prejudiced and ableist, and you thought you...
So she's saying calling someone the N-word is ableist. I just wanted to rewind that so we could hear her say that again. She's saying that that is prejudice. Calling someone the N-word is ableism. So, Tophia is such a racist, she is implying that black people are less capable and less able, aka white people are more able and black people are less able, meaning white people in her world would be ableist and the black people would be victims of ableism. But that implies that black people are less able than white people in the first place. Your whole fucking argument rests on the assumption that you're saying black people are less able than white people. Your own assumption is the racism. Are you? That's amazing. Like, I just had to pause for this, you guys. Oh my god. We're an hour and 15 minutes in. We're 20 minutes into this video. I knew this was a fucking gold mine. I even left a comment. Like, oh god, I wish I could see it. I left a comment. Tophia Archive responded to it. I was like, man, I can't wait to mine this gold mine later because I started watching part of it. God, can I see it? Let's see if I can see it. We could see where is she? Gave me a little heart. There we go. Tophia Archive, yeah, gold mine. Like I knew this would be a gold mine, but not a fucking. So 20 minutes to an hour and. About 20 minutes, so like a 6-1. I mean, like, this is craziness. This is actually craziness. This is wild. Another amazing, like, this is a gigantic crash out. Again, she has just been crashing out non-fucking stop.
You're gonna get away with that.
And it's probably because she's most likely living in a tent on a playground-sized piece of asphalt, so...
Now they're mad because I found out about the kiwi farms because someone told me. I'm not going to say who. But what I was going to say...
You've been a wild cow for like 6 years and you just found out about the kiwi farms? I either don't believe you or you are actually that dumb. I find it extremely hard to believe that a lol cow could be a lol cow for this long and not know that they have a kiwi farms page. Even Chris Chan figured out he was on kiwi farms. Like, you've got to be kidding me, Tophia.
I don't want to talk about. Someone said that because I found the kiwi farm, that basically I'm gonna die. Now, why would you tell me I'm gonna die and say one way or another she's...
Are you this is, oh my god, she's operating on the level of like 5th grade. Oh, a spooky ghost sent you this message, send it to 5 other people or her come get you in the night. You don't want to see the spooky ghost, send this message to 5 people.
Gonna die. I don't know. It was a whole thing.
Tophia is someone that would believe that. She'd get a text message, ooh, I'm a spooky ghost. If you don't text me to 5 other people, a ghost will come visit you in your sleep and they'll shave your beard.
Basically, because I found the kiwi farms, I'm not going to make it out alive. Let me tell you something that is legal. I have protection around me. So if you're insinuating death in any way, shape, or form, the only person who's going to need life insurance first is you.
No, Tophia. Okay, so here's the implication. You won't make it out alive because they're so mean and cruel that you won't be able to handle what they're saying. That's what they're saying. Not that they're gonna... God damn it. God damn it, you guys. Why? Why is this a person? Why is it taking me so long to get through it? It's because everything... Like, you know that scene... If you guys are old enough to have seen Billy Madison, there's a scene where Adam Sandler is like in this competition and he gives this answer and the guy just look it up. Just look up like Billy Madison quiz answer and you'll find the clip. And the guy is like, he gives his answer and he goes, "That's amazing. Everything you just said is wrong. You are awarded no points and may God have mercy on your soul." And he's like, okay, a wrong answer would have sufficed. But Tophia, that's literally you right now. Everything you've said is wrong. Everything. You are awarded no points, and may God have mercy on your soul, because you're probably living in a tent on a playground-sized piece of asphalt. For the time being. Until you get kicked out of the tent.
Because I don't understand why people are making these threats. I am not dying because I found a kiwi farm. People will die.
You don't understand it. Again, they're not threatening to kill you. They are saying by you going there, you will not make it out alive because you will get eaten by the negativity and the toxicity and how evil everyone there is. I personally think kiwi farms is, to quote Big Al, who I just learned about recently, it's like the Mos Eisley Cantina, a hive of scum and villainy. I fucking personally think almost everyone on there is a terrible human being. They all deserve each other. They're all gigantic pieces of shit. It reminds me of the NA Dota forums. I never posted on them, but I would read them every now and then when I was huge into the game, because sometimes there would be people posting like really good strats on there and shit, so you'd go read it even if you didn't comment. And they were like, the worst humans I've ever like spoken to. You'd think like, you know, a video game community is, you know, everyone be like nice, trying to help each other. They were maybe like the biggest sacks of shit I've ever encountered in my life. Like everyone was just like this nasty, like fucking disgusting human being. It's just like everyone's just so fucking toxic, and I hated it, and it made me toxic, and that's why I quit. Like I haven't played in years, and I was really good at one point, so. Or like top 10%, we'll say. That's not, I guess that's not like really, really good, but top 10% at something's generally considered pretty good. It's 90th percentile, so it'd be an A minus.
Someone has PTSD, and you proceed to say,
so
that
toxic.
like on the Kiwi farm, I'm gonna die. However you stated it, it was a weird statement to me.
And that's what Kiwi Farms is. It's just a hive of toxicity and like terrible people, you know? Like, there's really nothing there. Like, there's fucking weirdos that, you know, just like document every single person's life, like, second by second, or dox people and stuff. Anyone at Kiwi Farms who does any of that doxing or any of that private detective shit, you're a fucking gigantic weirdo loser. Come find me. Like, as soon as YouTube changed how your channel's titled and shit, like, you could see my fucking, like, it's no longer just K-Mac. You could see the @ now, or at least I can see it for everyone. I don't know, maybe that's just a creator thing only. But I would really have preferred if it didn't show that, you know, because that's sort of a way you could definitely find me. Like, it's got my fucking last name in it versus K-Mac, you know, which I've gone by online for like fucking 20 plus years. Like since I had like Xbox Live when I was like 5th grade or something like that, you know, like fucking been using it for like 25 years, K-Mac as a fucking online handle. So yeah, I hate that shit, and they're all toxic pieces of shit. So why are you there?
Like, I think they said it's doing something about taking myself out, or they're going to take me out.
You know that the people there are mean and terrible and treat you like shit and aren't nice. So why are you, like, why would you go subject yourself to that?
They found that Kiwi Farms. Someone said, do you know about the Kiwi Farm? And I was like, the Kiwi Farm about you? And I was like, no, what is that? And they were like...
I still think that's crazy that Tophia's been a lolcow for like 4 to 6 years at this point and didn't know about Kiwi Farms. Dude, again, Chris Chan knew about Kiwi Farms. Fucking Nova knows about Kiwi Farms. Are you
It's a place where the racist...
Tophia didn't know about Kiwi Farms, you guys. That's crazy to me.
Mind you, these MF...
They're all racist and ableist. Actually, I will admit a good chunk of Kiwi Farms is a bunch of fucking white supremacist pieces of shit. But the ableist part, I don't know so much about. They're definitely assholes. A lot of them are just, you know, like... that middle school edgelord humor. A lot of them are creepy stalkers. And then a lot of them are racist. Like, it's like a mixture of those three. Creepy stalker, insane racist, or garden variety troll, you know? Like...
are scrambling so badly that they're privatizing their pages. They privatized Discord. They privatized chat. You want to know why they privatized? It's a repeat of Isaac's Discord 2.0. Shoe Crew.
People privatize that shit either to put it behind a paywall or so strangers can't come in there. What the fuck kind of... Tophia, if you had a Discord, would you eventually make it private if you didn't like all the strangers who kept coming in and fucking around with you? Like, what? She's so stupid. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable to me that someone can be this, like, ignorant. It's so bizarre. I'm sorry, guys. Almost 90 minutes off of 30 fucking... I'll never finish this at this rate.
Information. I don't have anybody in Discord to give me information. They provided it to me. You ain't doing anything new that.
I don't have anyone in the Discord to give me information, but they provided all the information to you. So what? So what did that matter? Okay, whatever, Tophia.
Isaac hasn't done. To be running and privatizing your Discord is not going to stop me. Your Discord is going to get taken down, and I don't have to tell people to report it. Now that people know
you definitely are going
Discord, your Discord is going to get shut down, and you're going to make it and put up another one.
No, it's
That's
not.
how the Chew Crew got taken down. And I didn't tell people to report it, mind you.
That's how the Chew Crew... Were those your fans or your enemies? I have no fucking... Like, she's always talking about, like, influencers and groups and people that I have no fucking idea who she's talking about. but I doubt she could name like a historical figure like Mahatma Gandhi or anything like that, you know? She's always talking about all these influencers and shit because she thinks she's this hot shit influencer. Never heard her, you know, talk about a single historical figure, like anyone that isn't a fucking social media influencer, you know, like that she wants to, is jealous of, you know? I've never heard her talk about anyone else, just social media people and fucking people online making fun of her, you know. Never heard her talk about, you know, like someone smart, you know, like, hey, you know what, today I want to talk about Isaac Newton and gravity, or like, you know what, today to be positive, I want to talk about like Maya Angelou and her work, and as a fellow person of color, you know, it really impacted me and stuff like that. I don't even think Tophia knows who the fuck Maya Angelou is, so what am I talking about? Like, why better yourself? Why try and improve who you are as a human, you know? Like,
do you know how crazy that is for 300,000 people to report a Discord? 300,000 people.
That's really not. If it's like a gigantic bandwagon hopping thing, that's really not that crazy.
I think you were being indefensively because the F shit that people were saying. You think you're gonna get away with being racist?
Also, 300,000 people for one Discord, like that's clearly like some sort of like orchestrated campaign or like a bandwagon thing, because I mean, maybe there's a server with tens of thousands of people, but I find it very hard to believe that there would be a Discord server with 300,000 people on it. I just do, because it would essentially be like talking to an entire city at the same time. I mean, like, you would just be talking into a void at that point. So
first of all, even talking about my family, what gives you the right to talk about my dad and his bipolar, if you care?
I don't know what gives you the right to talk about the other person's mother earlier and how they should be taking out life insurance on them. Like, what the fuck, Tophia? You stupid fucking ignorant hypocrite.
Person in the family was my brother. The only normal person. My brother was in special ed. I was in special ed. To literally make fun of my disability is whack. You whack as hell. You're a whack ass.
Yeah,
you're whack.
We're whack.
When you sit in a Discord being racist, and yet you come on my page and people say, oh, you're racist, then what about that Discord? Y'all was sitting in there being racist.
I wasn't. So once again, I wasn't doing that, Tophia, and I still think you're a fucking racist. Now, I'm a white demon to her, so I'm the fucking racist slave owner, even though I've gone over this before. I have no ancestor that owned slaves. They were all either in Europe as Jews being persecuted all over the place, or the other chunk of me, most of me, were from Ireland and came over here after the Great Potato Famine, after the English had already tried to genocide the entire people. But please keep on talking about how white people are all the devil, we all own slaves, and we're all evil sacks of shit. Please, I would love to hear that from you for like the 10th time. Let's hear it.
To being ableist. Not only that, the Discord literally has minors in the Discord talking about you're going to see me naked like Mama Chu. I saw Mama Chu half naked. That's a weird thing to be saying in a group, in a chat that has minors in it, talking about you're going to see me naked. But you guys claim you care about minor safety, but when it comes to the predators in your own backyard...
Who claims that? Who says that to you, Tophia? Who comes into your chat and goes, and goes, I care about minor safety. Minors, not minors, by the way. Yeah. M-I-N-O-R-S, not M-I-N-E-R-S. Let's just be clear. Tophia's not talking about coal miners. Because she might be a little confused about that. So I'm trying to remedy that. There's no one that's ever said that to you, Tophia. No one in your entire... Like, out of things that have never happened, that is one of the most things that has never happened. No one has ever come up to you and said...
He's saying in a group, in a chat that has minors in it, talking about you're going to see me naked. But you guys claim you care about minor safety, but when it comes to predators in your own backyard, you don't say nothing. Who said I'm trying to get disability benefits? I didn't say I'm trying to get disability benefits. Yeah, they did. They said in the Discord, which I have a screenshot of, I'm a minor, and then someone said you're going to see me naked. I saw Mama Chu half naked. I don't know. No one see my mom half naked. That was weird. And the thing is, people deflecting and putting it on me are the same people defending the predators.
It's probably because it was because of your video that they got to see it. Like, what? How were they that... You know, Tophia, if I went on my Twitter and I posted a video of myself jerking it off, I wouldn't be able to blame anyone else. Just throwing that out there. Like, if I post a video of me jerking off on Twitter... That's not the fault of predators. That's the fault of you. Or me in that instance. It would be the fault of you here for posting it. God, you guys, I'm getting angry and angrier.
Considering the fact that how many times have they said that there was predators in the Reddit and ain't nobody spoke up? Hello? Like,
Okay, like, oh my God, I'm pausing every second. If they said that there were fucking predators in the Reddit, clearly someone spoke up. Otherwise, you wouldn't know that there's fucking predators in the Reddit. Am I having a stroke, guys? I feel like she's giving me a fucking brain aneurysm. I'm gonna have to split this into like 3 parts, probably. I'm about to end this shit right now, because I'm crashing out. Like, Jesus Christ, Tophia.
you know, someone said that in Discord. I have a screenshot. They said they saw how much you have naked.
Show me the screenshot. You have yet to ever show a single receipt for anything you claim to have evidence for. In your entire existence online, you've claimed evidence for thousands and thousands and thousands of different things. Not a single time have you shown a single shred of evidence. Not a scrap of a screenshot. Not even a fucking bad Photoshop job. You have fucking jack fucking shit to show to anyone. And stop pretending otherwise. You don't have fucking shit, lady. Because if you did, you already would have dropped those fucking receipts. You wouldn't be fucking talking about it 24/7. Get the fuck over yourself already. Jesus Christ.
And then they said, you're gonna see me naked. I saw mom with you half naked. Then, which nobody seen my mom half naked, then there was someone in there that said, I'm a minor.
You literally just said you were
literally
worried
had
about
the
seeing her half
conversation
naked
about,
because of
you're
the
gonna see me naked.
video
What the heck?
and how you thought that would be weird. You just said
Someone
that.
sent it to me. I have to go save
Now,
it.
yes, there is. You just said it wasn't true. Now you're saying there's proof that you said.
I'm gonna have to end the
Fuck
line
off.
and then save it and then come back.
I've really been saying fuck you a lot to her in this video, but really, fuck you, Tophia.
Who started
Show the screenshots. Show them. Show them one. Show one screenshot once in your life. Show one. Just one fucking time. Please show me one fucking screenshot. Show me one.
This information? Well, I told you
Sorry,
it's
guys.
Discord, and I told you it's Discord about
I'm like yelling at her as if she's in front of me.
information is reported to the FBI. If I report it to the FBI, it's not going to make a difference because the FBI, sorry, 20% battery came up.
Wait, why wouldn't it make a difference if you didn't?
The FBI will not do anything if it's one person reporting. The FBI won't do anything.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. You think if someone calls the FBI and says my child's been kidnapped, the FBI won't do anything because there's only one person? That might be one of the dumbest things you said. And you said earlier, you said what I thought was one of the dumbest things I've said ever. But this is up there. Like, yeah, you know, every time I call the FBI and say, hey, I have information about a $300 million Medicaid fraud scam, they're just like, well, we can't do anything about it until a second person calls, you know? So we'll take down your number. As soon as we get that second witness, we'll go to town on those guys. How much fraud are they committing? $300 million a year? It's okay. We gotta wait until we get a second phone call about it. You are out of your mind, lady. Are you kidding me? Someone goes to the FBI, yeah, someone took my child hostage and is holding a gun to his head in my house. Could you guys maybe come help? And Tophia's answer would be, well, no, that's calling the police. Well, no, those are all federal charges, so the FBI would show up, Tophia. So, you know, but whatever. Like, apparently the FBI only does stuff when multiple people call. No, Tophia, the FBI only does stuff when multiple people call when it's about fucking petty internet bullshit. Again, I have a friend in the FBI. They don't give a fuck about this type of stuff. They don't give a fuck about you getting cyberbullied. They give a fuck about other nation states attacking our critical infrastructure and solving crimes that have been committed, like all that shit you love to bring up, like child sex trafficking and human smuggling and all these fucking terrible things that you love to fucking virtue signal about. They're a little bit busy with that to deal with your fucking Discord bullying, you know? But by all means, you know, let's saturate them with 100,000 claims about this Discord channel picking on Tophia Slidell, excuse me, and her fucking Neanderthal Cro-Magnon face.
More than one person making a
Fuck
report
you.
for the FBI to even do anything.
That's the dumbest
One person
fucking thing you've ever
alone
said.
reporting it to the FBI is not going to do anything.
Yeah,
Multiple
sure.
people have to report it. Now that you know the information, right, and you're saying, what's
Hey,
going to do
FBI,
with it,
someone
what you
has
can
my
do is
child. They're
SDF
holding a
because
gun
you're
to their
pregnant.
head. Well, we
If
gotta
you're
wait for a
depending on
second.
it, you
Oh,
have to
sorry,
ask the
dude.
question, what would you do in this situation? Let's say if it was me in that situation, you would have ran and called the cops. That's not a lie. You know what to do in this situation. You just choose not to do it.
What do you? I have no idea what she's even talking about now. What situation?
How old are you that you don't know what to do in a situation that involves minors? Call the cops.
But you've been in those situations, never called. You're such a fucking hypocrite, dude. I really like. This is, I think, why I get so angry at her. Like, hypocrisy is one of the things I fucking hate the most in this world. I'm honest about my shortcomings, and I don't fucking pretend to be, like, the most virtuous person alive. I consider myself a pretty decent person. I'm very tolerant, you know, I'm very opening, like, believe on all those human rights, like, we're all fucking humans. I don't care if you want to be called he, she, it, they. I don't care if you want to be called stalking cat, you know? Stalking cat, hey, they changed themselves like Tophia was complaining about. They clearly did it because it made them feel better about themselves, you know? Go to town, be a cat, I don't care. Just you know, like, don't fuck over other people. That's really my only rule in life. Like, do what you want to do. Just make sure it's not at someone else's expense. And Tophia only knows how to do shit at other people's expense because shit only ever happens at her expense because she doesn't do anything. So she's never the instigator of any action or anything that happens in her own life. She's always the one on the other end of it. She's always the one on defense because she takes no offense. Like, she's never proactive about herself. You're literally laying here. This video is 2 hours. Tophia archived this fucking saint of a woman. Probably cut this down from like a 4+ hour stream. Tophia, you laid in front of a camera with a blanket on like a toddler for 4 fucking hours. What are we talking about?
Call the FBI. So they can
Calling the FBI. You do it.
I heard you're just making it.
Why haven't you done it? Oh, because if only I do it, they won't do anything. Okay, but you need to be one of them then. If they'll only do stuff, let's say if 10 people call and you're like, well, I'm not going to call, then how does it ever get to 10? If you're not the one to start the fucking conga line, the conga line never starts. Oh my god, I'm having a brain aneurysm from her. Like, I swear to fucking god, my brain's gonna explode by the end of this. I'm 30 fucking minutes in, and I'm crashing out about her, and just what a fucking sack of shit she's being right now. This is wild. This is wild. I'm going to get to the 30-minute mark and cut this, you guys. This is so long already. As soon as it gets to the end of this chapter.
Well then, here's the thing. If you say nobody,
She shows a screenshot in this chapter? Oh my god. Okay, we're going to have to watch that a little
They
bit.
shouldn't be calling you a predator because they don't care about predators. They don't care about child safety. You see, you're speaking for people. So literally,
You're speaking for people, Tophia. Literally all the time. You always say you and us and we. You're like the king of that, or the queen of that, excuse me.
you just spoke for everyone and said that they defend predators.
You actually just spoke for all those people saying that they... You just did that! What the fuck are you talking... Tophia, those words literally just left your mouth, but you're accusing...
That person said that you all defend predators. They
Okay.
just said you don't give a F. You just spoke for them. You literally just said nobody gives a F. Sorry.
Okay, so if they spoke for them, then what does it... So it shouldn't matter. What a stupid asshole. What a stupid asshole.
The first one it says right there, it says not ID verification queue. Then Gio responded and said, I'm a minor. So, Tophia said, I'm a minor. They continue to have conversations ignoring the fact that someone said, I'm a minor. Now, let's not say someone's joking and saying that they're a minor, because that is also weird. Because why are you as a grown adult saying, I'm a minor? So let's not justify it that way either, because I know people will. Then here is the other one that I was telling you guys about. It literally, that is Gio. Isn't that not the same person that
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention for a second. Let me look at these. Okay, so a picture of her, like CGI background. What? I don't understand. What is the point of this?
Ed, I'm a minor. So, sorry, Tophia said, I'm a minor. They continue to have conversations ignoring the fact that someone...
Dude, is she illiterate, you guys? Are we reading the same screen? I'm a minor, not a true Chew, telling them that they're not really part of this community. Heather, what the fuck? You're a minor? That's her response to that. This person's response to hearing that they're a minor. Oh, nah. So literally the 3 responses we can see are all negative responses to this statement. Clearly they do not want a minor here. Are you, like... Tophia, do you think that we can't read these messages? Like, you're like, oh, they continue to have a conversation with them. A conversation? They're saying, what the fuck? Hell nah, get out of here. Like, what?
I'm a minor. Now, let's not say someone's joking and saying that they're a minor, because that is also weird. Because why are you as a grown adult saying I'm a minor?
Okay, a lot of grown adults do that. It is weird. Nobody's pretending it's not weird, but you're pretending it doesn't happen, which is just more peak naivety and ignorance from you, but whatever,
so you know? That way either, because I know people will. Then here is the other one that I was talking about. It literally, that is Theo. Isn't that not the same person that said I'm a minor? Talking about you're going to see me naked?
That's the minor saying it. The adult... Oh my god, the adult just said, I saw Mamachu half naked, you are fine. You get, like, this is so out of... What's the whole context of this? They were talking about seeing your mother naked, like... Oh my god, you're so stupid.
I just saw Mamachu half naked, you are fine. Then they replied, you're going to see me naked next. That is literally the same person that just said I'm a minor. And for those of you who are illiterate and don't know how to read, Geo. Nuh-uh, I'm a minor. Sorry, Geo. You're going
to... You're calling us illiterate.
Yes. That is literally the same person.
I'm sorry, Tophia. I just want to clear this up you fucking hag before I end this video, because it's already an hour and 40 minutes long. You're calling us illiterate after I just read this entire fucking screenshot and it shows pretty much the exact opposite of what you're claiming. You're asking if we're the illiterate ones. Fuck you, Tophia. Just fuck you. Sorry, I'm just gonna skip forward, see if there's any other screenshots. She showed 2 her receipt, her huge receipts for all of this. Her huge receipts was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Geo. No, I'm a minor. Sorry, Geo.
4. All of her receipts are based off of 6 posts in a Discord that probably has thousands. She's cherry-picked 6 quotes that don't even prove what... They prove the opposite, actually, of what she's saying. This one's a little fucking weird. This one, I will totally admit, is fucking weird. This is a really weird conversation. I don't know the full context of it. It's absolutely fucking weird. The other one... This is not weird at all. I'm a minor, not a true Chew, meaning you're not part of this. Get out of here. Heather, what the fuck? That's your response to I'm a minor, sorry. What the fuck? Like, why did you come in here if you're a minor? You're gonna get us fucked over. She's clearly not happy about it. At 80 Chew, oh nah. As in, oh nah, I don't want a fucking minor in here. Okay, that's the end of this video, you guys, because it's fucking 45 minutes, an hour and 45 minutes long for 30 minutes of Tophia video. This is so dense. There's so much to fucking say. I think she was wrong. I think the reason this took so long is because for 30 minutes straight, every single thing that she said was incorrect. That is almost a miracle. You literally have Google with literally 6 inches from your face on your phone. You have ChatGPT 6 inches from your face on your phone. You have Gemini 6 inches. Whatever the fuck you use, whether it's a Google search, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, I don't give a fuck. You have access to our collective knowledge as a species. Our collective knowledge as a fucking species, and this is what we get from you.
They don't know how to read. Geo. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, don't know how to read.
You're gonna see naked. Next. For the illiterate people that really don't know how to read.
Yeah, for us illiterate people, you guys.
Yeah. You're defending the fact that a minor just said they're going to show themselves naked to somebody. Why are we defending that? Because if it was me and I was in there and someone said that and I didn't say anything, you would expose me. Let's stop acting like you can't expose somebody. Oh, y'all,
what are you talking about? What is she talking about?
You got it? You don't know how to do that.
We'll end here, guys. I have no idea what she's talking about anymore. She just went onto a topic totally unrelated to anything. It's totally nonsensical. It's unrelated to anything she's been talking about. I am very confused.
Because you are quick when it comes to me. But when it's somebody
You look horrible, girl.
else,
You look like you haven't showered in like 3 days. It really looks like you've been roughing it in the woods in this photo. I mean, like, come on. Look, God, it is low-hanging fruit vocal, but she's such a fucking mean, bitter sack of shit that it's just so hard not to say it sometimes. Like, her protruding lips and brow is so Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. Like, it's almost unbelievable. It's almost unbelievable. I wonder if she did like a 23andMe DNA test, like if she'd be like one of those people with like a higher than average Neanderthal ancestry. God, I'm a fucking asshole. I literally have never in my life like insulted someone for their looks or anything before, because that's generally something you can't control, and I don't agree with insulting people for shit they can't control. Hence why I'm not insulting her for being gay or bi or anything like that. Like, that's totally different. I'm insulting her because she's stupid and fat and ugly, but not just because she's stupid, fat, and ugly. It's because she's a fucking twat about it. She is stupid, but she is confident in her stupidity. So confident in it that she acts like an absolute fucking stuck-up asshole. Like, her shit don't stink when she's living out of a fucking shelter, can't even shower every day, and it looks like she might actually be in a fucking tent right now in the middle of fucking New Mexico. You're in a tent in the middle of fucking New Mexico, Tophia. Your life is going fucking terribly. It's flushing down the drain as you age. Every single day you do nothing about it. It gets worse and worse and worse until before you know it, you're going to be 40 still filming this shit. Only the platforms you're making money off right now, except for this one, YouTube will still exist. All those other ones, TikTok, Instagram, all that shit, Instagram probably still will. TikTok, who the fuck knows? I've never used TikTok in my fucking life. I have no idea if it's good, if it's worth it, if it's not. I know I'm not generally a fan of watching videos that take 15 seconds, especially when 50% of them are like, oh, life hack, or like, learn how to make $1 million from stocks in 5 seconds. You know, like, fuck off already. You want to learn how to invest? Go watch like 3 or 4 hour-long videos on statistics in the market. You know, like, I don't know what to tell you. There's so much free knowledge available. MIT OpenCourseWare, Harvard, Cornell, they all have their own like free courses online where it's literally the course. They film it for the semester, publish all of the problem sets, all of the data, all the labs, everything for you to go along with. You literally teach yourself any fucking subject, but what does she choose to do instead? Lay around in front of a fucking camera, doing absolutely fucking nothing with her time. They even have classes she could take on improving her video making skills. Like, it's unbelievable that she just refuses to engage with society on essentially every level except for give me somewhere to stay for free. God damn you. God damn you, Tophia.
You don't want to do nothing. You cannot sit here and talk about how you're for minor safety, but you don't care when a minor is being put in danger. You don't care when a minor is being put in danger. One person cannot report to the FBI, the FBI is just going to get up and do something.
It's not, so not true.
A lot of people gotta make reports. One person is not gonna make motion.
Yeah, if it's a report about bullshit. If it's a real report, of course, like, once again, yes, if it's bullshit, if you're calling someone bullied me on the fucking internet, get the FBI on the case, yeah, they're not gonna do shit unless maybe like 1,000 people call and they just get fucking sick of it and go talk to someone and tell them never to do it again. You think they're gonna go to jail? You're out of your fucking mind. And don't even say defamation again, because that's not a fucking criminal matter, it's civil. So it doesn't even fucking matter to your points. You always bring it up. Oh, I could sue you for fucking defamation. Okay, you could sue them. It's civil. Go get a fucking lawyer and I'll see you in court. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I spent way too much pausing and bitching about her and making fun of her. And just like, I went in a little bit too hard on her looks in this one. But she has just been pissing me off. She was ranting about someone else earlier about their looks and like talking like she's hot shit. She's been talking so much shit lately. She's been acting like she's like the fucking hottest shit on the planet. She's in a fucking homeless shelter in a tent.
Be a predator and then defend the predator. That's stupid.
I just want to get to the next segment now. It's going to be fucking 2 hours. Yeah.
Because Trump is a predator. He's in the Epstein files. I don't even know how many times. You heard someone say I'm a predator, so you run with it. And then you're quick to call me out, especially if you have called me out. You have right on me and said I have said it inappropriately to minors messages. No, I haven't. I have never spoken to a minor inappropriately. Let's not lie. I don't speak to minors
I don't believe you.
by themselves inappropriately. One time there was this girl, and I'm going to explain. We had a group chat for someone that we were all in support of. This girl made it seem like she was going to the Olympics. She was in gymnastics. She got her supposed acceptance letter to compete in competitions to help push her to, not push her, but to help further her for the Olympics.
What are you talking about?
These competitions she was going to compete in basically was working her way up to the Olympics.
What are we talking about? Why are we talking about the Olympics? What is going on?
Competitions.
We were just talking about What is happening? How did we just get here? This is what I'm talking about with like this pressured speech and word salad and shit. Like, this isn't word salad, but how the fuck did we just transition from that to this? Baffling.
So we were all in support, right? Obviously, that is huge. That's a huge step closer to the Olympics. Come to find out, this girl was stealing someone else's, some other girl's pictures, which I found out and had to report to the guy that we had the group chat for, because she was sending him a lot of gifts, spending a lot of money. And that should have been something that I...
Wait, so now it's a... You just said it was a woman. Now you're saying it's a guy who is doing... Tophia, you can't even keep your own story straight for 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Should have raised the red flag, because what kind of a minor has money like that to be spending that much money? And it wasn't a lot of gifts, spending a lot of money. And that should have been something that I should have raised the red flag, because what kind of a minor has money like that to be spending that much money? And it wasn't even just small gifts here and there. Those gifts add up to thousands of dollars. And to me, what kind of a person has money like that? And I understand people that do gymnastics that are going up prestigious
Yeah, what kind of person just lays around on their ass waiting for thousands of dollars? I've never heard of someone like that. Can you tell me all about them, Tophia? I would like to know more. Wait, you probably know. Wait a second, you guys. I feel like I just got tricked.
But anyways, so I'm not even... First of all, when you say I'm talking about minors, I'm not even talking about minors. I'm not a man.
Back to minors. Okay, this is a good spot to take a break. I'm sorry, guys. This is a fucking 2-hour video for 30 minutes of her. This was insane. That's why there's so many chapters. She talks about so much shit. She talks so much shit, too. Like, that was pissing me off. She pretty much talked shit about every single person involved in any of these categories. Like, and again, I hate Kiwi Farms. I hate the people on there. They're all fucking scumbags. But the rest of this, like, yeah, fuck this. I gotta come back to this, you guys. I literally cannot keep doing this. I will die. So, Vocal, shout out to you, bro, for getting this done in 2 fucking hours. Because it took me 2 hours to get 25% of the way through. This is obscene. For the next one, I'm gonna have to, like, part 2 is gonna have to be the last hour and a half of this done in like an hour and a half. I can't do another fucking 6 hours for this one video. That's not feasible. It's not fair to you guys. It's just me talking and ranting back. It's almost like me kind of doing what she's doing, except I'm doing it like based off of fact and reality and science and like looking stuff up. You guys see me look shit up all the time, like in this tab. Like I'll open another tab just to double check on something, like because I literally can click on this and have access to the entire like all of humanity's knowledge, you know? Like, I can Google, like, who is Tophia Slidell? And it will actually tell me, you know? Tophia Chu. Slidell. Commonly known as Tophia Chu. Tophia Swift. Definitely not Tophia Swift. She's not even the... When you search for her name, she's not even the top hit. If you search Tophia Slidell, she's not the top hit. That's amazing. Oh, there we go. If you search just her name, she is now the top hit of her Facebook's the top hit. And this person's now number 2. But if you Google who she is, this is the number 1 person right here. Oh my god. Anyway, just me, like, proving that I like to look things up I'm talking about, you cow. I'm sorry, guys. I really went into her about the appearance a little bit too much in this. That's a really dick move of me. But at the same time, she's acting so disgustingly mean and bitter and just, like, ugly on the inside and the outside that I really just can't help it. She's just being a twat. Like, you know, like, that's really the perfect word for it. Sometimes the British have really, like... I don't know if cunt's the right... Like, she's being a twat. She's not being a cunt yet. Maybe she will be later in the rest of the video. Or maybe she'll improve, which is doubtful. Maybe she'll be better. She's not being quite a cunt. She's not being cunty, really, but she is being a twat. Like, you're just being a stupid twat, Tophia. Like, goddamn, what a fucking loser. I don't know what else to say. What a loser trying to, like, rant and virtue signal to the rest of the world. It's unbelievable. Like, you're living in a fucking tent. You're living in a mini tent city. 10 tents around a playground-sized piece of asphalt. Unbelievable. Unless you're not actually there, in which case you're in an even worse... You're somehow in worse conditions than the 10 tents. So, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's it for now, you guys. I gotta stop. This is 2 hours of this. Jesus fucking Christ. My wife called me 2 hours. Like, oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. And the worst part is the upload speed here is so fucking bad. This is gonna actually take forever to literally take forever to upload. So anyway, you guys, thanks for watching. I'm really sorry I did not make it through this whole video. There was just so much to say. I literally had 2 hours worth of shit to say to the first 30 minutes of her video. That's absolutely out of control. I can't keep doing that. But I've never... Usually my videos are like ×2 or maybe ×1.5 when I'm doing really good. I've never had a video be times... What would this be if I'm 25% of the way through? And it's 2 hours. This would be ×4. Like, oh my god. It would be a ×4 video if they're 2 hours a pop. 8 fucking hours. I can't do that. The next one will have to be the last 90 minutes sped up without me pausing at all. Because every time I pause, I end up taking more time than her talking. And often, it seemed like when I paused and mentioned shit at the beginning, she would then say it later again anyway, just in the exact opposite way that I had explained it. You know, the wrong way, essentially. So, anyway, Tophia, thank you for still being as crazy as always. Thank you, Tophia Archive, for making this. Because this... is like you made a fucking coda, okay? You made the fucking Rosetta Stone here. This is wild. So, yeah. Thanks a lot, you guys, for watching. I'm sorry this is only a quarter of this video. This is a wild one, you guys. I don't know what else to say at the moment, so I'm just gonna stop and start uploading this over the fucking 10 hours it's gonna take. By the time this part 1 uploads, it's gonna be like a new video is gonna be out. I'm gonna hate myself, so... Anyway, guys, take it easy. Have a good night. Or I guess it might be daytime or where you are. Have a good day. So.